When you apply to rent an apartment or a house, you run through a software program, and that software program, it screens you and it gives you analytics based on how likely this program believes you are to pay your rent, or whether or not you'll be evicted or thrown out, or maybe commit some sort of crime that would lead to an arrest. We recently just published a big paper on the use of AI and algorithmic tenant screening in the rental market. And what we were looking at is, how does that work in terms of understanding what data goes into these programs to train them to spit out these recommendations? And then also, how does that impact vulnerable people? We ended up running a paid survey with a vendor to target landlords and tenants in California that have experienced this technology and how it's used. The tenant survey was interesting because it showed how little tenants understand about this process, but the landlord survey specifically showed us that the use of this technology is so prevalent, but very few landlords understand what's in it, and then the ones who use it most commonly aren't looking beyond the recommendation of this program. And that's problematic for a number of reasons. Specifically, though, it's an issue because the data in these sets can be biased, it can be faulty, and it can be misleading. In 2018, there was a study of all evictions in Washington, D.C. 95% of those evictions were just filed and not executed, but these programs don't know the difference. So you can come up on a rental application as having been evicted even if you never were. The enforcement for fixing that is pretty weak, and it'll go to somebody else who will also do the same shoes.